Welcome back for another 7th edition battle report. This will be our second one with my opponent playing his Relictor's Space Marines that still strangely suspiciously look like Blood Angels, and my Chaos Marines, which are Crimson Slaughter with Demon Allies. We're playing 2,000 points, and the mission is the Emperor's Will. His objective is right here. Well, nope, it's moved to the outside of the wall. And then my objective is right in the center behind that wall. So to walk you down the armies first, he has his 2 Razorback squads as usual with the las cannon twin plasma guns. And they have 5 Marines with flamethrowers inside. Here we have 8 Stern Guard with Corsaro Khan. We have a 10-man squad with a plasma gun and a combi plasma in this Rhino. Then we're running a 5-man Terminator squad. They have a Cyclone launcher with a chain fist. And then Calistarius is standing in as just a regular librarian, and that librarian has a power maul or a force maul, and then he's got what powers did he roll? Prescience, Scryer's Gaze, and perfect timing. Then we've got 3 Centurions, las cannons, missile launchers, and a Whirlwind. And then in reserve, way back over on the back of the shelf here, we got a Storm Talon and 2 Storm Ravens. For the Chaos side, I have 10 Possessed with Sorcerer, who it's the Crimson Slaughter, so he has 2+ armor save, and the Demon Special Rule, and Vessels of Chaos like the Possessed. And he rolled on Biomancy. He rolled Hemorrhage, Enfeeble, and Warp Speed. And I've got a 12-man squad of Pink Horrors here. They rolled on Malefic Demonic powers. So they have Summoning, and then they rolled Cursed Earth as their power. This Demon Prince is standing in for Lord of Change. He rolled on Summoning as well. He rolled the basic, the Primaris. Then he also has Dark Flame, the Summoning, and Cursed Earth. Let's see. Next unit, we have 10 Chaos Space Marines with 2 Meltaguns and a Rhino. We have 3 Nurgle Obliterators. And then we have them with a Sorcerer who rolled on Divination. He has Prescience, Scryer's Gaze, Forewarning, and Precognition. We have 8 Havocs with 4 autocannons. And then we have another squad of Pink Horrors with, what did this squad roll? Infernal Gaze. And for my Warlord trait, I rolled the one where I rolled out of the book, where you get 3 units plus the Lord who can infiltrate. So I infiltrated these guys, the Pink Horrors here, and the Rhino squad there. So it will be night fight first turn. I decided I wanted to roll on that and try to get my army night fight. So it is night fight on turn 1, and the Space Marines do have the first turn. Oh, also I do have 2 stand-ins for Helldrakes over here. They're standing in as Helldrakes with Bell cannons, or Hades autocannons. And the Space Marines are going first unless the Chaos can see. You got something else to roll? Oh yeah, we got scout moves. So we'll be back after scout moves. The scout moves have completed. We got the Razorback and the Rhino have skirted back there behind their main building. Stern Guard moved over to a more centralized location, and then the second small squad moved up here behind this big amalgamation of ruins there. So now we're going to see if Chaos can seize. Otherwise, Space Marines will have the first turn. And they do not. So first turn will go to the Space Marines. Alright, bottom of turn 1 just ended. I went ahead and combined the 2 because the Space Marines spent their whole first turn shooting that Rhino, and I made like 6 or 7 cover saves on it. So nothing happened in the Space Marine turn. All these aren't in play. We put these out here in the anticipation of getting them, but they did not summon in. So everything moved up and ran. These guys rolled Beasts, so they moved 12 and did their run. The Lord of Change flew up. He summoned 3 Blood Crushers out here. These guys cast Cursed Earth, so all these guys have 4 up invols right now. For his greater rewards, I forgot to roll for him until just now. He has Fleshbane, Armorbane in close combat, and then he also has reroll his invulnerable saves. We did get first blood on their Rhino. We fired the Meltaguns, the Obliterators, las cannons, and the autocannon Havocs all here. Finally knocked it out. Knocked these guys out. They're not stunned. They're not pinned. They're good to go. And move these guys over down here. So that's about it. Got that one Rhino. pushed a whole bunch of models up, and we're going to wait for the air support and see what happens. We'll be back after the top of turn 2. Top of turn 2 just ended. Despite my ability to stop his Schreier's gaze, all 3 of his flyers came on, but they all fired here and got a grand total of 3 Space Marines. So in the end, it all turned out okay. Down here, the Centurions tried to split fire, failed. These 2 guys fired down here and killed 2 of the Blood Crushers. I lost 6 of the Space Marines from this squad, but everybody held their ground. That was the extent of my damage, so see if we can get some Helldrakes in and have an aerial war down here. We will be back at the bottom of turn 2. Alright, turn 2 has just come to an end. Both Helldrakes came on, flew on here. This one vector struck and killed this one, the Storm Talon. This Helldrake flew on and launched a vector strike against the other one. He dealt it 1 hull point, and the Havocs, who had gone to ground, took prescience this turn, so they were able to finish it off with their autocannons. Down here, we summoned, or popped Cursed Earth again, and we put another squad of Pink Horrors out. The Lord of Change threw 3 more guys out right here to protect on that flank, and then the Marines moved up, fired on the Whirlwind. The big squad here, they came running into combat. They rolled Rending and 3 up invols this turn. That comboed with Cursed Earth, gave them 2 ups with with Rending. So they went through that squad real fast. The Khan, he wounded 1, but the 2 up saved him. Won the challenge here and got Crusader on my Aspiring Champion. So we killed those guys off, and with the demons on top of him, and he lost this ride to the Hades autocannon off of one of the Helldrakes. So at that point, he decided to go ahead and call it with the demons pushing in on his deployment zone. So there'll be 3, 4, 5, 5, 2, 0 for Chaos. As always, look for links in the description to give you more info on the battle report and